In this video, I'm gonna give you 10 tips to help you glow up as a teenager. Or maybe not a teenager. Maybe you could be like 20 and you still wanna glow up. It's not only gonna help you improve in looks, it's gonna help you feel more confident and make your life feel more fulfilled. Cringe. So as the video goes on, the tips are gonna get more and more important, but the thing is as well, you can't just do one of these tips and expect to glow up. You're gonna have to do all of them combined, and then you'll be a whole different person in like a week. Enough waffling, let's get into it. First tip is skincare. Now, some people think it's pretty zesty to be doing skincare as a guy. I think it's quite normal, to be fair. I'm gonna keep it nice and simple. I don't wanna be waffling and boring you about skincare, but literally wash your face in the shower. I use this like foaming cleanser from CeraVe. CeraVe is a pretty good brand. They've got fucking good like science and research and shit, so I just use them. And I find that it's made my skin look sick. So I just wash my face in the shower, and then once I get out of the shower, I'll use a moisturizer. I actually have 2 different types of moisturizers. Oh shit, it's getting intense. This one is an SPF moisturizer. So generally I'll put this on in the morning because like SPF is meant to be good for your skin. You're not meant to like get sun on your skin, sun damage and that. So I use that in the morning, and then I don't even do this every night, but you're supposed to like moisturize in the evening as well before you go to bed. Not that deep, to be honest with you, but if I do moisturize, I'll use this one because there's no point in using SPF in the morning, and it's slightly more expensive, so I don't want to waste it if I'm not going to be in the sun, do you know what I mean? Bonus tip with this one is if you ever do have like a shower, or say that you sauna, or you do something where your skin gets hot, basically your skin will dehydrate. So moisturize if you ever do sauna, if you ever have a hot shower, moisturize after that. Bit of an obscure tip, but there you go. Next is get lean. This was the one thing about going on a bulk that I just didn't like, is my face just started to get fat and puffy, and I was instantly like, nah, I hate it. My confidence instantly started to drop. I was just like, I hate how I look. So if you wanna go up, get lean, mostly for the face gains, to be honest. Obviously your physique is gonna look way better if you're lean, but your face gains will just look like crazy good. Did I just say face gains? I think I did. But yeah, this is Sam's transformation from when he went from fat to shredded, and just look at the face difference. Like, that is crazy. And like I said, your physique is gonna look better. So even if you have a little bit of muscle, but you're lean, it's gonna look better than if someone's just on like a dirty bulk and they're basically fat. I think most girls as well prefer like just a leaner physique. I'm waffling now, but either way, I just personally prefer to be lean. Next is find a trim that suits your head shape. What the fuck do I mean by that? So obviously everyone's head is a different shape. Will and E looks like a square. Didn't know why I threw that in there, but I did. So if you get a trim that doesn't actually suit your head shape, then it's just not gonna look good. I go with like a messy top bit, yeah? Because my fucking head, so if I expose my forehead, it doesn't look good. So I just go with a nice, it's hard to describe, but basically find a trim that suits your head. And this could involve a bit of trial and error, which might take some time, to be honest with you. So I'm actually gonna give you this chart. I don't know how accurate it is. I've personally never used it, but supposedly if you get a trim that matches your head shape based on this chart, then you're in the clear. Start eating right. Now, I feel like this is really obvious, but if you just eat junk food all the time, then a bunch of bad things are gonna happen. Your skin is gonna look bad, your brain is gonna get foggy, you're probably gonna get fat, and it's obviously just not good for your health. And all of those negative things are the opposite to what we want if we wanna glow up. And like I said before, if you wanna get lean, then you're gonna need to eat right. I feel like most people know how to eat right, they just don't, because like it's so much more convenient to like grab a Mackey's or order Uber Eats. But even just sort of being aware of what foods are decent and what foods aren't is a good start, and then just eat healthier foods. You just feel better in your life, trust me. Exercise / gym. I feel like, again, this one's a super obvious one, but if you don't go to the gym or do some form of exercise or sport, then you're missing out. Now, not only is it gonna help your physical appearance, you're gonna get leaner, you're gonna build muscle, you're gonna probably also build a social life, especially if you're doing a team sport. Like the amount of friends and stuff that I have just from going to the gym is increased. Just from going to the gym, do you know what I mean? Now, I'm not saying that you should necessarily just go gym, because a lot of the time, people don't enjoy going to the gym. That's totally cool. Find some sport or active hobby that you actually enjoy, because the main thing is that you want to do it consistently. I always say this to people that are like, oh, I want to go gym, but I just don't enjoy it. I'm like, just don't go then. Like, find a different active hobby. Gym doesn't have to be the thing that you do to get healthy. Next is improve your fashion sense. Now, I'm not saying that I've got the most godlike fashion sense. I don't. But if you're the guy turning up to a motive in the same Canada Goose jacket, stop, please. Nothing against Canada Goose jackets, but if you're the one that turns up everywhere in one, like what? The main thing is, yeah, that you need good basic clothes that fit you right. Like if your clothes just don't fit you right, it just looks weird. Like it looks, like if you've got a top that's too small, like it just looks cringe, weird, do you know what I mean? I've decked out my wardrobe now in just a bunch of basics, so any event that I have, I can basically dress up for. So rather than getting a Canada Goose jacket that you're gonna wear everywhere, spend that, whatever a Canada Goose is, £300 on a bunch of good fitting basics and just deck your wardrobe out and you'll be sorted for life, basically. Ugh. Oh, goddamn. Next is gonna be find some fragrances that you like and that suit you. How do you even know if a fragrance suits you? To be honest, it basically just comes down to personal preference. If you like the smell of something and you like wearing it, then fucking send it. And I'll be real, fragrances can be pretty intimidating. Like I have been the one that spends hundreds of pounds on tiny bottles of fragrances and I'm like, that was so expensive and it's already ran out. Do I really have to go and buy a new one? This is gonna sound like an ad, but it's not. I now buy most of my perfumes from Perfume Shop, which is like one of those duplicate perfume website places. And I'll be real, they're good. Like this is meant to be a duplicate of Creed Aventus. Creed Aventus costs like £300. This costs like 20. Sick. That smells good. God, I'm sucking the dick of this company hard. Send me some free stuff. But yeah, either way, you don't have to break the bank is what I'm trying to say to smell good. Like I get compliments on this all the time. This one's the Louis Vuitton Ombre Nomade dupe. And I know a couple people that have Ombre Nomade and they always say you smell exactly like Ombre. Like that's crazy. And the last, probably most important tip is to not be a waste man. I mean, what do I even mean by that? Basically, yeah, if you're the type of person that spends all day on your Xbox, you sit in bed all day, like you're kind of just wasting your life. Doom scrollers, I'm looking at you. Don't get me wrong, I've done my fair share of doom scrolling Instagram and TikTok, and I've also done my fair share of gaming all day. But I'll be real, once you cut down on that, your life gets so much better. At first, yeah, you'll sort of feel like, oh, I've got nothing to do with my life, but you're just gonna have to get creative. You're gonna have to reach out to your friends to do more stuff. You're gonna have to think of motives that you can do. Even go out by yourself, bro. Like the amount of stuff there is to do in life, realistically, you're wasting a lot of it on your phone if you're the type of person to doom scroll all the time, you know? I've recently, again, this is gonna sound like an ad, got this thing called Opal, and basically, yeah, Opal like blocks distracting apps for a long time. So at the moment, I'm currently in a work block, which means that if I try and go on Instagram, it doesn't let me. But it also doesn't completely restrict you from it. Like if I want to, I can wait 30 seconds, do a little breathe in, breathe out, cringe. I'm not actually gonna do that, but I can wait 30 seconds if I actually need to go on Instagram for something important, then go on Instagram. But it's the same if you sit in bed all day watching YouTube and Netflix. Ironic, because I'm literally in bed right now. But my point is basically just don't waste your life consuming all the time. Like get out with your friends, do something fun. Like there's a lot more to life than your phone, the Xbox, Netflix. Now I'm not saying completely cut out Netflix or gaming like from your life entirely. Obviously that shit is fun. I am loving a bit of Black Ops 6 at the moment, but I'm not spending all day on it because I have work and shit to do. How do you expect to be achieving anything in your life if you're just gonna be sat on your Xbox all day? Apart from maybe like dark matter camo. But realistically, you'll have all the Xbox nerds sucking you off. Oh, your dark matter camo, oh. Okay, cut that bit. That is the end of the video, guys. Thank you so much for watching. I hope that it was helpful. If you implement these tips, I promise you, you'll become a different person in like a week. I hope you stick around, subscribe, and I will see you in the next one. Bye. In a bit. Yeah. Pretty sick video, to be fair. I actually love how sick it looks in this gaff.